Already facing the challenge, Lockup loud, hidden UI, explosive revenge, and no explosives. And it's really not all that great that we have no explosives, because we can't really breach anything, but then everyone else has explosives, which is slightly less good, but aside from that, we've got hidden UI, and that's really not all that relevant, so we're just gonna go through here, and we're just going to ignore, well, everyone that could potentially be causing any problems, which we don't really want to be facing, so we're just gonna quickly take care of the explosives, because that's not really what we want, and then we're just going to barricade this over here, which so far is still relatively simple, which is fine and all, just that we have to go through here now, and, well, generally try and avoid getting shot, which is generally not a very favorable, well, condition. So we're just going to start a hack over here. We'll go through here, and we're just going to go over here and watch out for what's happening over here, because there's very evidently going to be units that are going to be swarming everywhere now, which we shockingly don't really want. And right now we're just going to go over there, start over here, and start a hack over here, which so far is still relatively simple. It's just that once we're done with that, we're just going to, well, finish up, and then afterwards take care of what's going on over here and look out for some fouls, which are most definitely not present. So instead we're just going to go over here, because probably someone's going to show up relatively soon, which we don't really want. So now we're done with that, we're just going to go over here. We're going to go all the way over here, and then afterwards it's just a matter of going over here and clearing this room over here, which so far is relatively simple, which once we're done with that, we're just going to look for any files, which we might want to actually search, which unfortunately is very much not present here. So we're just going to take care of you over there, note the file locations over there, and then afterwards go up back through here, and then go all the way over here, which is fine and all, it's just that we kind of don't want to go for another computer right now, because someone's probably breaching right now, which we don't really want. So now that we're done with that, we're just going to go downstairs over here, search one of these over here, and afterwards search the file over there, which should be, for the most part, relatively simple, which is great and all, it's just that once we're done with this, we're just going to search the file over here, and then because I see an Aegis unit, I'm just going to run away from that, because that's really not what I want to be involved in. So we're just going to go over here, and then look out for you over there, which so far is still going fine enough. It's just not really all that optimal. It's just that right now we're going to go over here, and then search this over here, because I really don't want to be dealing with the units over here, which, hi there. I'm just going to go somewhere else, search the file over here, and then just avoid the war zone that we're currently experiencing, because that's really not very favorable, which is fine and all. We're just going to go over here, and then we're going to go through here, and then afterwards we're going to, well, avoid getting shot when we're breaching over here, which so far is fine and all. It's just that we're going to go through here now, go down over here, and then afterwards go through here, which presumably someone's going to be following behind right afterwards. So right now we're just going to get this open over here, say to you over here, and then afterwards, well, we can't really do much other than search the file over here, which is fine and all. It's just a matter of trying to avoid the war zone that's up over there, which we don't really want all that much. So we're going to search the file, and because I'm pretty sure that there's going to be another file right over there, we're going to go through here, go over here, and then search the non-existent file over there, which unfortunately is not very possible. So we're just going to go over here, and then afterwards just watch over here, which, I mean, for the most part is relatively simple. It's just that we currently have, well, everyone swarming after us right now, and that's really not all that great. So we'll just leave that there, and then we're just going to go over here, and then we're just going to back this up over here, which is, I suppose, fine. It's just that we can't really breach anything else, so we're going to go over here now, and we're just going to watch out for things over here, which is fine and all. It's just that we currently have 3 bags, and that's probably not the best idea to grab a bag first, but I suppose that's alright. We could just wait over here, take care of that over there, and then back away, because, well, it's explosive revenge, and we really don't want that. Even though there are still normal flashbangs, it's still definitely not enough. It's still definitely not a 0% chance that that's going to happen, which, I mean, hello there. That's one simple solution to that. We're just going to grab the bag over here, take care of you over here, And then just avoid the flashbangs because we really don't have to care about what's going on over there, which I suppose is fine and all, just that we're just going to leave this right over here now. And then wait for us to get a bit more intel on what's going on around us, which I suppose since there's no units, we could just go over here instead and get that breach over there, which, I mean, hello. Probably shouldn't have left that undefended, but then again, if the unit's not gonna, well, do anything, that's perfectly fine. So we'll deal with you over there, look out for any more units, and then afterwards just a matter of, well, taking care of any units that might show up for now, which it's great and all that we've kind of narrowed. That is hilarious, but it's great and all that we've kind of narrowed down what's happening all around us, and well, for the most part, we only have a few more rooms to search, which should mean that it shouldn't take all that much longer right over here, which is perfectly fine. It's just that now we kind of want to wait for what's going on, which we'll grab the bag over here, and then we'll search one of the remaining ones over there, which should be, for the most part, relatively easy, so we're just going to finish bagging this up. That should be taken care of, and then we're just going to look out for any units that are going to be showing up right around now, which we don't actually have, so that's, all things considered, a great thing. It's just that we, once again, still don't want any units showing up. And then, well, I mean, Jade's finally gotten a shot off, which is an absolute surprise. But aside from that, we're going to wait over here. And then afterwards, we're going to take care of you over there. And then we're just going to, well, once that's done over there, start moving out over here, which there should really only be one bag. It's just that it's either going to be there or there, which we really don't want it to be there because we... Perfect, so we're just going to take care of you over there. Make sure everyone's aware of the mech presence. And then once we're done with that, we're going to start moving, which should be, for the most part, relatively simple, which is perfectly fine. So we'll wait over here, see if any mechas need to be grabbed, and then afterwards we're just going to, well, use it, because that's... It's highly unlikely that we're going to need it yet again, which is perfectly fine. We just don't really want those flashbangs, and then we're going to go over here. And once we're moving, we're going to start moving, and hopefully all goes well, because, well, we really don't want exactly what's happening right over there, which is not really all that favorable, but once we're done with that, we're going to go through here, and then for the most part, we could avoid the units that might be roaming about, which, now I think about it, the last file is right over there, which maybe isn't all that great, but then again, it doesn't really matter all that much in the grand scheme of things, which is perfectly fine. We're just going to stash this over here. And then subsequently, we're just going to, well, presumably have him go back and grab the last bag, which, I mean, sure, we'll go take care of this over here. Take care of you over there. And, well, presumably they're going to go get the last bag, which might happen, might not happen, but once they go, we're going to start a hack, or more accurately start a helicopter, because we don't really have anything to go for. Which, I mean, sure, we'll go here instead, go through here, and then afterwards we're going to go through here, which is perfectly fine. We just really don't want what's going on over there, which is fine and all. We'll just start a hack over there, or more accurately, well, heal up, because that's probably more important. And then we're going to go over here, grab the last bag, and hopefully not meet any units on the way up, because we don't really have any mech kits right now. And we did use the one over there, which probably wasn't the best choice. But that's alright, we could just go over here, take care of you over there, and take off the flashbang at the same time, which is absolutely perfect. And then we're going to go through here. And so far, we're not meeting any units, which is all in all a good thing. So we're going to go through here now. Side to all of you over there. And presumably someone's going to be waiting over here, which we... There's you, which isn't really much better. We'll just stash this over here. And before the units come after us, we'll grab a medkit over there, quickly back off, and then start the helicopter over here. Because the helicopter is not really a hack, but we'll heal up right now. We'll take care of all of you over there. And presumably you're not going to rush towards what's going on over here, which is perfectly fine. But right now, we kind of have units coming from there, and we kind of have units coming from there, but because we actually have a sniper, it's probably not really going to be a problem, because we don't really have to worry all that much about shoot units being a potential problem, because they're really just not, so we'll keep on waiting over here, see what happens, and then take care of you over there, which So far it's still going absolutely perfect. It's just that right now we're still kind of waiting a bit more, which, you know, just saying if the helicopter could go a bit faster, that would be quite nice. Just saying. And also if the units could actually start showing up, that would also be quite nice, because we really don't have any idea where the units are, considering that we've basically only met one unit on the way, well, up, and the other two units all the way over here later on, which isn't exactly inspiring much confidence. But we're gonna just observe that magical CBRC, wait over here, and then see what happens, well, hopefully relatively soon, because we really haven't actually seen any units which may be of potential concern, so we'll take care of all of that over there. Make sure the flashbang doesn't go off, because it's not because it's really necessary, it's just because we don't really want an explosion over there. Once again, not because it's really necessary, but just for some, well, hidden, not really relevant motive, which is fine and all. We just get out of here now, and then we're gonna get out of here without healing up, which is perfectly fine, but that's the daily challenge in just under 11 minutes. Cheers everyone, have a great time!